Okay, welcome back. Rude. Okay, welcome back to Blossoming Homestead. I haven't explained why I've named it that yet, but that's for a later video. Today we have a garden tour. So I'm super excited because last week we had a lot of growth, but this week things are really exploding. So first off, we have my big rainbow tomato plant, and it is monstrous. Comes all the way over here, goes all the way over there, and I finally have a new tomato on it, which the key to tomatoes to get them producing is shake them. Give them some shaking, or let the wind do it. But I've started to finally get tomatoes on this one and my other plants because I've been coming out and shaking my plants. All right. We now have 2 more sunflowers open, and I believe last week these weren't open yet. So this is my tallest and biggest. Its stem looks like bamboo, especially as you get down there. It's so thick and strong and sturdy. And so this one just opened up. Right before that, this one opened up. And before that, this one opened up. And this one's so funny because it was normal looking, and since the bees have been pollinating the seeds on it, it now like wraps back around itself. It's kind of funny. Then you have this one. This was my first one to open up, and it's tilted all the way down because these seeds have been pollinated and they're growing. So got the downward facing sunflower. Now my pepper plants have really shot up. They're like hip height, and they're doing really good. I am finally starting to get, if you can see that, that's a bell pepper. There's another one in there. For whatever reason, it was almost like they weren't getting pollinated, and my sister told me to tickle the blossoms. So every time I come out, I tickle my bell pepper blossoms, and now I've got at least 6 bell peppers, and that's gonna keep going up because I'm gonna keep tickling them. My corn is just taking off. It's doing so good. I know there's at least 30 that I can see right now, cobs, but I'm sure there's quite a bit more. And I have younger plants because I planted some corn plants later that are gonna shoot up, and I'm just gonna have a whole ton of corn. So that's always a good problem to have. Right here we've got cucumbers. These plants are really starting to take off and grow, and so you're gonna end up seeing, I'm gonna trellis these and get them growing up off the ground for multiple reasons. So I'm super excited for that. Over here I have my butternut squash, and the plant, I mean, some of the leaves look a little sick, but if you look over here, there's my first butternut. It's been pollinated. I don't even know how to cook those. So I've seen butternut soup, I believe, recipes. So I'm gonna start trying that.
Well, I've heard you just squash them.
Oh, jeez. My husband has all the puns. You can, I think. I don't know. If nothing else, I'm sure they taste great fried. Everything tastes great fried. So over here, I've got my zucchinis, and I've got zucchinis growing. I need to come out and get that one. That one snuck up on me. My crookneck squash is exploding. This is like a whole ton. So up in here, probably, we've got squash there. We've got squash there. I need to come out and harvest. Don't mind the cattle panel. And no, I don't have cows. Over here, my Fonzie melon has taken off and it's coming clear out here. It's clear over to here. And it's about it also goes about 12 to 15 feet that way. So that's taking off, and this is turning colors and ripening. So I've never had a Fonzie melon and I'm excited to try that one. My pole beans, they are really starting to produce. There's a bean, there's a green bean. And over on that side, we have a lot coming on. So I'm excited for that, and so are my kids. Now this fennel, my mom and my sister have fennel, and theirs have shot up the seeds. They're starting to go to seed. So I want to get these suckers pulled and I want to try eating them. So I'm going to pull this out here real soon. I'm going to save this and dehydrate it and turn it into a seasoning. And then down here, this white part, and then it goes into the ground. We're going to have fennel and try it. Now my sugar babies, they're all growing. This one sounds good. These ones are growing.
They're almost ready for the court.
You don't play basketball with them.
Oh, you don't? Oh, darn.
No, you eat it.
Thought you had fun with them.
I mean, you can maybe carve it. I don't know. No basketball with my melons. My teepee full of pole beans is really exploding on this side. It's grown all the way up to the top and it's looking for places to go. Whew. Now my tomato plants, I have 4 tomato plants right here, and I have been coming out and shaking these. So I have 2, one new one and another one. And when I have blossoms, I just come out and give it a good shake, because I want more tomatoes. So here, I've got a couple in here too. And then this one's my Roma, and I have this one, and then some over on the back. So just give it a shake, let it pollinate itself. Now, I don't usually show this side very much because I told you I threw my garden in super fast. I spent a lot of time on that one, the long one, the melon and the pole bean one. But this one, this part of it, I literally dug holes and put plants in. So I have a zucchini, I think this is another crookneck, and then right here we have Atlantic giant pumpkins. So the ones that get ginormous, and I'm hoping those will end up pollinating. I don't have any female blossoms on them yet, so crossing my fingers. I do have some more bell peppers over here, and like I said, come in here, tickle the blossom, and over here we've got a pretty decent bell pepper growing. I do also have another cucumber plant in here, and these plants, they're about to go upward. So we'll see how that goes. I'm a little nervous. Over here, since last week, I've been hoping for another blossom on here for the buttercup squash. It is getting big and looking fantastic. My flowers are blossoming. The nasturtium finally has flowers. And it's finally really growing. Some of the things I threw into the ground, it seemed like they almost took over a month to really establish and start growing again. I have sugar snap peas, and they are starting to take off again. So I think they replanted themselves, which is exciting. I was able to get some seeds off of this, and my ones over there look like they're dying, which is okay because I have a lot of seeds coming from that one. Which is perfect because my kids love to come out and just eat them. Right here I have my cantaloupe that I grew from seed, and it's growing right on through to that side. Another bell pepper. My potato plants, which are looking a little bit rough. I don't know if this is how they naturally die back and then you dig them up. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. Over here is my spaghetti squash plant, which I'm excited for. I just had spaghetti squash the other day, but it wasn't from my plant. I am starting to see some female blossoms popping up on it, so hopefully soon we'll get fruit going on it and it will get pollinated. And that really does it for this tour. Everything's just growing. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for showing interest in my garden. I am loving this. Next year I have bigger plans. So see you next time.